Okay. Hi, folks. We're just now getting the internet
fuck
to
yourselves.
work.
I don't care.
Okay, Hotballs is a little pissy. For the 5, so I know I'm staring. I'm looking at the phone. For the 5, oh wow, that's more than 5. If you guys hear this okay, please give a thumbs up in the chat.
Or just tweet me too.
Or just tweet Jared specifically with sponsorship opportunities.
You don't want this out evenly.
If the UMass,
I see thumbs up.
People get sponsors. Why can't we?
Yeah,
we have a real team, Mike. Which moving company wants to sponsor our space?
Such a good idea. This is a good idea. Okay.
Good move.
So, welcome everyone to the space. I want to shout out, we have a live audience. Thank you, everybody here at the
We have
CAF
actual people here.
in Hartford. You all should be seeing somebody, but thank you.
Okay, all right. I've been told you can't hear us, so.
Yes. So I took a very scientific democratic poll of our live audience. We had 2 options to start the show. It was, do we discuss a very competitive Big East Conference 8-point win for the UConn Huskies off the top? Or do we discuss Mr. Hotball's ass? And you wouldn't believe this, but Mr. Hotball's ass won. So let's break down this idiot, who I love, at the under 8, took to the floor at the XL Center before a national television audience.
I've got to say, what was cool is that they brought you down a little early too, and I saw you get in the student section.
I wasn't ready.
Get a little hyped. I'm like, I was waiting for the under 8, and it's 12 minutes left, and you're already down there.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. So I broke out the mask kind of in the general student section area. People got really kind of hot and bothered. All the Learfield people don't fucking put your mask on here. Go in the tunnel and do it the right way. So I went in the tunnel. I had a little bit of that Hulk Hogan in 1985 moment where I'm just stretching, getting the wings ready to go. In the middle of the tunnel, I came out and not the student section, but the student section next to the student section, which is always the real student section, was Hotballs! So it was a little weird, but I definitely felt the adrenaline of the crowd. It was a lot of fun. Didn't expect the floor to be as soft as it was.
It is.
Maybe that's because we've got melting ice underneath.
I'm not doing an ice rink rant for at least 45 minutes. I can't do that.
But I was all right. Connor was way too excited, so he was reading a public address thing when I got down there, so I made sure they took my beer out of my pocket and put it directly in front of him while he was making the public address announcement.
It was. And look,
I felt like he needed to see that.
I am a burrito enjoyer of Moe's and many other. I am easy. Anybody who wants to give me a free burrito, I'm real simple here. I'm a big believer in burrito integrity, and you let us down.
What?
About 3 feet in, you lost the paper.
Yeah. Well, the paper is just a detail.
It's pretty important.
I mean, I thought I was a bat out of hell. I mean, in a normal circumstance, I would have rolled him over.
No, I appreciate you not committing juvenile manslaughter in a public audience.
Why'd you throw it?
Yeah.
I would have bet on that.
No, the word disappointed is being thrown around. I'll admit it. I mean, you did.
Maybe I did gas out a little bit, a third into it.
You gassed out like the 4th guy in the world. Right? You were done at 20 feet.
Do I dare say it was fixed?
It was not fixed.
I don't know. I respect Connor too much.
I got to the end. I thought I won.
You didn't.
I won.
You aggressively did not.
I thought I won.
Talk about the flailing a little bit. There were a couple moments with a flail back, and you just the other kid's catching up, and you're just playing.
Yeah, well, it was weird. I used to be a soccer goaltender, and that there's that feeling where you get on your left hip a little bit, and you grind the skin into your pelvis. It doesn't feel good.
Soccer goaltending?
What's up, man?
No. Yeah, we got a hush out of that freaking sensual description. You got about 10 feet in and then just let it all go in many ways. And
he got off to a false start. He was a little confused.
There's no way you observed the correct start.
Well, I was looking for boomerang. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, I got a hot tip.
To clarify my weird pregame tweet, and I apologize, people what's going on?
I got a tip.
We were tipped off that Bill Murray and oddly Carmelo Anthony were at the game tonight. Now, obviously, I can't tell you because I didn't have TV, and I really didn't have the internet because of the XL Center. But this was way too much information to give this idiot at 6 p.m.
Fair.
Yeah, your ass crack got not narrated by Bill Raftery on national television. I really don't have like a nice way to break that one to you.
My wife was wildly
asleep, very asleep, very asleep.
The only person in the country that was like, okay.
I don't know what she's seen. But
there's only one person in the United States that expected that to go the way that it did, and it was her. So she was like,
I don't know.
Well, I mean, most expected to go that way, but like when she's like, I was like, by the way, Bill Raftery gave my ass crack and onions. And she goes,
that happened. That God.
And she said, I know that happened. I'm going to sleep.
Where are we supposed to go from here? Jared, help me out.
Well, we played a basketball game.
I do want to shout out the folks at the CAF. We're right next to the XL Center. It's a pop-up store. Lots of local stuff. Lots of UConn stuff. To my right, there's an incredible rack. Pre-game, there was an Antoine Walker Celtics jersey at only $30, which is a steal if you're not a depressed Knicks fan like me. A lot of great stuff here. A lot of great local stuff. Hartford hasn't really gotten a fair shot from folks like me from West Hartford for many years or ever. So please come patronize it. Great folks here. They had the really terrible self-judgment to also give us a wonderful bottle of Roscata Sweet Red after that. So we're going with that. Yeah, you did a wonderful job for the people, and you raised a lot of money for kids.
Hot balls for the people.
And you humiliated yourself. And it won't be the last time you humiliate yourself on national television, but this was for a common purpose.
Yes.
So I thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
With that, I will give Jared the microphone.
All right, so we talking real game now?
I don't know where we go.
Shit, I was all over the place in this. I'm actually looking at the video footage from us.
It was the least straight line I've ever seen somebody intending to. No, that's not correct.
That was like 90% of the country swimming back.
Right. You went in a straight line for 10 feet. The roll stayed in the exact place Connor put it, which was kind of a magic trick. I'll be honest. I want to know how you did that. Were there rules discussed pre-event?
No, they were just like, tee it high and let it fly, man.
Okay, that checks out.
That's what I did.
Also,
kind of like Andre Jackson.
You're kind of like Andre.
Talking to Kyle Neptune.
And then UConn won by 8, I think, against Villanova, so we can get into that.
Yeah, I mean, I put it out there earlier. Like, there was no moment in that game where I ever thought we were going to lose. Do you guys agree? Like,
so I said at halftime, I was like, I said at halftime, like, this is the most non-competitive 1-point game I've ever watched in my entire life.
Yeah, and then it was just like, kind of just like weird, because you don't play Villanova and expect to just kind of like put your feet up. But that's kind of how I felt for most of that second half, especially. And like,
I was never at a point where I was like,
yeah,
you're kind of trying to pitch off the loaf a little bit. Got some anxiety. And then you're looking through the Twitter accounts that you really don't like, and you're like, I hope he's not tweeting at me.
I mean, usually when you play Villanova, you know they're going to hit one of those threes that's going to just like break your back and get them right back in the game. It just felt like
that's what they hit 4.
Yeah, it just like never really got to that point where you were afraid they were going to hit one that was going to like spark them. I don't know. That's just how I felt.
So I said this earlier a couple weeks ago, where I said this looks like a Villanova team that like roughly remembers what the fuck it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do it anymore.
No,
Does that make sense? Like, they're like, this is the rotation. This is the play that we're going to call. And they're 1 or 2 passes short consistently. And like Eric Dixon hit 4 or 5 contested long-range jumpers. And like, good dude, you take that shot all game. Like, I'm fine with
leave it. Yeah.
being the guy that's going to get that shot there. I mean, there was no point where I felt like we got absolutely zooted out of our shoes on a huge rotation where we gave up like some insane wide open 3. And the only stuff that we really gave up was on broken plays.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of weird watching them. I don't know. I mean,
it's kind of like you like go to see a Broadway show or something and you get the understudies that night. Like,
you're watching Little Orphan Annie and instead you get like the B crew from Christmas Story. Like, it's a weird. I thought it was a really weird.
And I mean,
look at them.
They spent the entire first half just going right at Adama Sanogo, and it worked. And I mean it. At a certain point, I like. Sorry.
Yeah, take it.
At what point, like, I don't know what coaching you're supposed to do for that. But like, Adama, this guy who made you his bitch last year at the Wells Fargo Center, you should stop letting him do that again. And man, I said this respectful. I tweeted it, like, I never want to play Villanova again, and we have to do this shit at least twice a year. Here. They have another 6'8" guy who you look at and you're like, how is this their center? We have two giant guys.
I've said it a million times. I love Dixon. He's just a strong, like, solid hand, and that poor son of a bitch has been left on an island for 5 weeks now. Like, everybody that guy is facing, he's just left on his own. He's a really good basketball player, but here's the other thing, and we talked about this tonight, sitting there. Adama Sanogo scored 2 points, and we were winning at halftime.
Yeah. And I think the other thing that was interesting, and I wasn't sure, it looked like early on Dixon was going to get the better of Donovan. And then they make the adjustment, and a little bit later, I mean, Donovan's like stuffing him in a locker a bit.
It reminded me of the thing that we can't talk about. At a certain point, you were below preparing for whatever the hell that was. But because at about the under 12 in the second half, it clicked with Donovan. It's like, I'm just going to go at this guy, and if he wants to go at me, I'm going to give it right back to him. That's the way I felt. I'm not the guy who rolled around on the floor.
Holy shit, I'm 7'2", and who gives a shit about this fucking
like I got new teeth. Like
fresh teeth.
I'm ready to go.
Fresh teeth, new life, like ready to go. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. We talked about the first half. It's like, this is fun for Eric Dixon right now. He's probably going to have some fun into the second half. And then we're going to start to get tired because we got to deal with Adama Sanogo, and you got to deal with Donovan Clingan, and they're getting time off, and you're not, right? And I say this time after time after time with this team. Like, I know a lot of people like the whole idea of us getting out and running and being fast and finishing buckets and all that other bullshit, but like, it's really more of the slow burn with this team with so many different guys where they just choke them to death.
I do wish we ran a little bit more today, because I feel like, especially in the first half, I felt like we fell into their trap because Villanova wants to play slow.
Yeah, no, they were something like 320th in tempo.
Yeah, which is why, like, I thought it was crazy if you really wanted to take UConn as a 14-point favorite. Like, you're probably not going to win by 14.
No, that was insane.
It's going to take 80 minutes.
Yeah. And I mean, they still almost won by double digits today. Not playing particularly well at times, but
it's a good night for the Andre Jackson discourse. There's a reason they left him open, and they clearly had a game plan. And it's really tough for Andre to, like, suppress the temptation to shoot threes, and he hit a couple of big ones. He did, but they were willing to let him go out there and just collapse in the paint. We saw in the first half, you can see Villanova's doing a lot of the same things I think a lot of teams we've seen have done against UConn. A lot of teams are going to do, which is they're not going to contest their own shots. They're going to sell out to try and just not get killed in transition. UConn's got, to the degree of a 14-0 team has a problem. They can't really do transition offense right now because nobody's allowing them to. And that might just be the way it is. The first 5 minutes were a lot of really great looks that just weren't going down, which I feel like has happened a lot in UConn games. And everyone gets pissy and everyone gets freaked out.
Shooters, keep shooting.
And 5 minutes in, it was still 2-0. So I wasn't that worried, but it was more annoying. I'm more concerned about it for Saturday because there's going to be a game in which 2-0 is not going to be the case 5 minutes in. But they were willing to let Andre just kind of operate on the perimeter and not penetrate, and then just go right at Adama, and then it became a matter of time until I think Jordan Hawkins in the first half was huge. He took 75 shots roughly, but I thought they were mostly good looks and they were open looks, and it was kind of weird to me that nobody cared the best shooter on UConn to beat them.
They cared like all the good shooter to beat them. Like, Caravan was left open in the corner, wide open with like no one within like 10 feet of him, like 3 or 4 times, and he made him pay a couple times.
60 points is making them pay.
Yeah,
there's a lot of points to go up to a freshman.
And he also held his own on the board, so I think he had like 5 or 6 rebounds as well. I've been in a little bit of a shooting slump the past couple games, where I think they pulled a little bit early the other game against Georgetown just because they weren't going in. But yeah,
and again, sorry, do this every one of our stupid ass episodes. Every time, there's just some fucking clown. Like Joey Calcaterra had no points.
No. But you know who did have a big game today?
You know, had a big game tonight. Alex Caravan with 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist.
I was going to
And
say
it's like,
Sandia.
well, that's another one where it's like 6 points, 2 boards, 3 assists, and it's like in 20 minutes, played some lockdown defense out in the perimeter, and like again, it's the same fucking thing every night. It's insane watching a team this deep where they can have guys that you feel like are significant, super important contributors do fucking nothing in a big time Big East basketball game like this.
Like
last time in Villanova, there's 7 national titles and fucking a billion Final Fours between the two teams.
What did
last 15 years? And
did he end up with 7?
Didn't do and fucking fuck all tonight. And Alex Caravan, a freshman, goes out and dumps in 15 points and 6 rebounds tonight.
How many shots did Joe even take?
I think he took like 2 shots. He had one where he like put up the
like
one hand push shot, and then he had a 3, I think.
Villanova played like they scouted the hell out of the Georgetown game, in that they didn't let Joey beat them, and they were just
they were hitting some
shots. They were like, oh, UConn didn't hit a lot of open shots in the first half against Georgetown.
I got a correction.
What's up?
No way Villanova had 7 national championships.
No, combined.
Combined and everybody.
UConn and Nova
combined with everybody. They've got 2. We've got 4.
UCLA leads it.
7.
6 or
Going
7.
back to what
They've had a really good 5
Villanova
years.
has no way.
Yeah, my point
he
is,
said UConn and Villanova combined.
Yeah.
Oh, the two of them.
Oh, so they have 3. We have 4.
Yeah.
3 is less than 4. That's an excellent point. It's important to remind.
Yeah, no, this is a point that needs to be reinforced consistently and constantly, that we have more national titles.
But no, I think this one thing that was interesting in this game to me is that this is the second game in a row now DR has come in, and like the tide has turned a bit. Like you saw, they went to that lineup against Georgetown and the game flipped. Tonight, they were kind of, Villanova was in striking distance. You put in Diarra, and it goes from 3 or 4, and then next thing you know, it's 8 or 9.
Yeah, it felt like the kids are going nuts around. The kids are going nuts around the house, right? And then the babysitter just screams really loud. It's like the older babysitter.
That is a great.
And Hassan Diarra came in with and he's like, I've had enough of this shit.
Because whenever it seems like things get a little loosey goosey on the perimeter, like Hassan Diarra comes in, locks it down on the perimeter a little bit.
He deliberately slowed down UConn's offense because he's like, no, we're going to get the one good shot that at least gets us either we're going to make it or we're going to get the rebound off of it because everybody's a foot and a half taller than these Villanova guys. Sure. Whereas Andre was like a puppy on Christmas Eve, he wanted to throw up shots and
Andre wanted
passes.
To send a basketball through somebody's eye socket tonight.
Probably yours.
Probably worth. I wish it was me.
Yeah, including Kyle Neptune.
Yeah,
that was we had differing views on that. And I.
Are you team for it?
No.
I am all for taunting. When I'm commissioner of college basketball, you taunt all you want. This is the second game in a row. Someone on the bench has chirped him clearly, and he's chirped back. I know it's always the second guy who gets hit with it, but he's not doing this unprovoked.
I'm very pro taunting, but there's very obviously a book now. It happened last game. It happened this game. And I'll tell you what, on Saturday, when that crowd in Cincinnati is fucking 17 sheets to the wind, they're going to be looking for it. Like, it has to not happen right now. I love the intensity and the focus.
I've got the coach versus the old school Big East guy in me, and anytime somebody talks shit in this league, I'm telling you, this league's nuts have been absolutely lopped off the last 10 years. And it is so bad that I get it when taunting gets bad and it gets distracting and it becomes too much of a thing. I understand that, right? But god damn it, dude! Like, this is the Big East, man. This is not.
What? Should have HotBalls join the space to remove himself.
Oh, okay, we'll do that. I hope it works.
You're gonna.
It's also.
We gotta blow up the live numbers.
He was like a foot from Kyle Neptune's face when it.
And then apparently Jordan Hawkins fell into Neptune at one point.
So in the second half, the one that Jordan Hawkins did, I thought was way more technically, to use a very technical term. But yeah, that's the one thing. Look, I'm all for the intensity, and Andre is clearly this team's leader. I think. I don't care if you like the shot or not, or his shot looks like shit, and he's shooting a lot of threes. He's the leader of this team, whether anybody likes it or not. That's the way it's going to be. And they're freaking 14 now? If I got that right, 14-0. They're ranked number 2. So it's going pretty good. So I'm sorry if you don't like his three-point shot. But it's hard. It's back-to-back games with technical. He hasn't really been great the last 3 games. He's been fine.
He did hit a big 3. He did hit that big corner 3.
He did hit a big corner 3, and God knows he has the confidence.
And he blocked the hell out of Ken Whitmore early on. And I feel like that sent him into a little bit of funk.
Yeah, that was part of it. So, Jared, what are Cam Whitmore had, I believe, 6 points?
Was it that many?
Yeah.
23 minutes tonight, 6 points. I'm lying, actually.
That's typical.
No, 6 points, 3 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean,
not efficient.
Not quite the lottery pick I envisioned seeing out there tonight. I know we're talking a lot. Does anyone here have anything they want to say?
Kentucky just lost to Missouri.
Oh, Kentucky lost to Missouri.
I love it. I love it. A team that doesn't play defense beat a Kentucky team that doesn't.
Hey guys, if you ever want to see a team that does not care about how the
Here we go. Here, come on over here.
Oh, come on.
This is what you get in live in-person spaces. You get a mic to talk into.
First of all, you got to get live people in here. We got to get people
I'm
on
definitely
the
going
street.
to buy this, but first of all, just want to say, Hot Balls, I hope you like your sign about the beach.
Yeah,
We haven't even gotten to the
Wait,
the
let's
sign
look
was
at this.
wonderful.
This is
We'll definitely.
Mary, we love you.
This is Leonardo da Vinci stuff right here.
Yeah. So yeah,
Hey, Mary was in here.
Mary was in here.
had to.
We got,
had to
the
make that
beach
process.
is for jerks. I agree with that. Anybody that goes to the beach, bad person.
Hashtag UConn Twitter.
Yes,
no.
you for that. Truly.
About the game, I just want to say
I want everybody to look at that.
how crazy is it when Diarra and Hawkins are just so disruptive on the press? Like, we made Villanova look halfway like BYU did against Creighton when they pressed. It was crazy. Like, Hawkins and Diarra forced, like, between them at least 9 turnovers.
Yeah, it was nuts. As I was watching, it kind of reminds me of when you watch a baseball relief pitcher in the playoffs come in with like runners on base and they just kind of start crapping the bed, and like you could just see it coming. Like you could see they're almost like trembling. They know they're going to give up a hit or let someone score, and that's just what it seemed like with Villanova. I mean, they used 2 or 3 timeouts and ran themselves out of timeouts with 6 or 7 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, they had
Because they
no
got
answer.
rattled.
Their last time out was the
Was yours?
yes.
Look at that! Hot Balls made them use their
8
last
minutes,
time
12
out.
seconds. That was their last time out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What is?
Oh, looks like shots
good
are
for doing
happening.
shots.
We had people coming in off the street, and they're like, "Hot balls to us." Wow, that was
Hot balls.
My other favorite thing about the press was that I inevitably my eyes look at Andre Jackson because he's the best defender, and Andre just stands there. And Villanova's is like he's so confused. But no, when UConn puts the press on, like I'm looking at Andre Jackson.
Thanks for the technical breakdown, man.
Sorry, yeah. Thanks for the technical breakdown. Here's some Jameson. These are very large bottles. Thank you. But they put Andre Jackson kind of at the point of the guy
We had a
closest.
killer day at Talbot's today, by the way.
Talbot.
Absolutely killer day.
But yeah, no, I'm watching Andre Jackson. Andre's like, yeah, no, I know they're looking at me. I'm just gonna stand here. And Villanova's like, well, I gotta pass to somebody else, and just throw it away.
Yes, every time Diarra and Hawkins had their hands in there, like every single time. The other thing was, I really thought that this was going to be the game where Cam Whitmore, like we were going to win, but Cam Whitmore was going to drop 20 on us.
Yeah,
And I expected Dre to be on him defensively, and he wasn't for most of the game, right? Like, to my memory. And he still was mostly a non-factor, which is crazy because he's been their driving force since he came back.
My favorite new game to play with all of the UConn games that we've played the last, 6 games is who's our favorite non-factor.
yeah, it's
Like
everyone.
who's our crucial player that like is just a non-factor that doesn't even matter that they're a non-factor.
Like, yeah, we went from Joey last game, saves the game against Georgetown tonight. Like,
Does
had a
nothing.
great
Joey
save.
got nothing, yeah.
Joey had
Still
nothing, and
never worried.
All right, I'm gonna try something here.
from my Twitter. Okay.
Yes. Oh, I can do whatever I want here. No, I'm go-
Get on it. Start texting this way.
I am going to. If you want to speak, request to speak, and we'll try to let you through here.
Yeah, but we got hold on before
We got Big Larry here, and I know Big Larry.
Before we get to the sheeple, we have to bring Big Larry in the right way. This is bad. Oh my god.
What part about this isn't?
All right, Big Larry, take yourself off mute
I
here.
didn't puke all over myself rolling down the
All right, let's see if this works.
Hey guys. Hey, I gotta get back to the women's game, but I just have a little advice for you. As a fellow unit, anytime you're gonna combat roll, especially on television, the key is overalls. Overalls is the plumber's cracks
Yeah, that's a good.
nemesis.
I'm an overalls guy.
Have to go overalls. It doesn't matter if you're overall guy or not. The plumber cracks.
This little light of yours, you just let it go.
You just gotta wear overalls next time. But thanks, Hot Balls. Like you took a lot of balls into that and raised some good money for charity. So good job.
And they showed his butt crack.
Yeah, his butt crack was on TV.
Our great friend Penfield is here. Let me break this down.
Bill Raftery gave me an onion.
I was really far away.
Yeah, well,
Come on, you can see that from the skybox.
you may have been far away, but I assure you saw what America did, because this was a full breakdown on Fox Sports 1 with Bill Raftery's commentary. I'm not kidding. I wish I could show people Penfield's face right now. It's better than a child on Christmas. Yeah, no, he gave a full breakdown of whatever the hell that was.
Luckily, the onions did not pop out.
Apparently, not top 10 tonight is on the prize.
I'm sorry. When Hot Balls' pants fell down, did Bill Raftery yell onions?
But they didn't really fall down. They're always just kind of. No, he did. So, but my pants, you see, I got to stick up for my pants.
There's no but after no, he did. But
no, he did. I mean, my pants, they stay about the same place, but you got to wear the different articles of clothing. I mean, I was an athlete to get them down as quick as I did.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I just want to give a shout out to my lack of cleanliness in wearing the same pullover for the
This
last
thing.
Hence why I moved
I just
over
want
to
everybody to
this
know.
table.
I have not changed this motherfucker in 42 days now.
It's so bad. I wasn't kidding. Pregame at Sorella, it had, when you walked away,
It's been peed on.
there was so. I don't even know how to describe
flowered
the
on.
scent that like
It's been
engulfed me.
deflowered.
That's so unnecessary. There was a scent
Spilled orange juice on
we were at Sorella
it. Why are you doing
pregame,
that?
and I'll give you this one. Here, we'll trade off.
People want to know what's on here.
I encountered with the.
It's like the
pullover,
magic mystery sandwich.
I learned some things about myself and God when this scent waved over me.
You did.
And this was at 5:45, watching you try and get a food order in at Sorella as you down the rest of the Jameson. It's such a good. This is
Why
so.
don't you just waste time over here?
This is so going into a deposition.
Are you driving him home tonight?
Yes.
There's literally no
I'm gonna hang out for another hour and a half. I'll be good.
Why are you opening? I've got this.
Nobody cares
See,
about
the good sign about us always doing this for like 5 hours is that we can actually get sober at the end
I
of
told you
it.
there's Penfield and there's Penfield's brother, who is like a totally different, it's like Donkey Kong Jr. to Donkey Kong over here.
Thank you.
By the way, I just want.
Penfield's brother is what all of you want to be.
It's true. For those of you on the space,
I like you. I've always been a big advocate for you.
I'm the biggest advocate of yours.
I like you. Do you want to dance?
Before we,
I
that's
felt
beautiful.
inspired
That's
by you
great.
today.
I feel inspired by myself too.
I felt God in the XL Center when you let that.
Can I ask, inspired to what?
To let little kids win at things.
That's fair.
Yeah.
For those
That's why we need to have like a whole Donnybrook. We got to get broken glass out there. We got to get barbed wire. Got to make it the real deal. A landmine.
I know.
Yeah, I heard there was.
Wait, before I continue, can folks give a thumbs up in the space to make sure that I can actually, folks can hear whatever the hell we're doing here? Thank you. Ghost Mike, God bless Ghost Mike, who is standing 5 feet from me, gives a thumbs up. Thank you. I see folks are giving a thumbs up. Becca is giving a thumbs up. Becca, who you tried to play Santa Hot Balls to. So Hot Balls, in his brilliant planning, suddenly had 2 extra tickets to a game where the cheapest ticket was $200
Good.
at about 6:12.
Try to get people on their feet.
He tried to bring Becca in. Yeah, surprisingly enough, if you give Becca 40 minutes notice, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, I don't care.
Freaking moron. I do see we have a request in here. I want to see if I can bring folks in. The great Matt Netchie is here. Have a good night, guys.
You too. The beach is for jerks.
No, the beach is wonderful. I won't stand for this beach slander.
So is lobster. Fucking terrible.
I've got Ryan and Netchie in here. Netchie, if you want, Netchie made a lot of this happen. So Netchie, if you want to jump off mute and discuss whatever the hell you saw tonight, go ahead.
Well, I want to thank Mr. Hotballs again. I tweeted this, but for being a good sport. We were trying to raise money for the Husky Ticket Project. People stepped up. We spread the word really well. I can tell you, for what you saw on TV or from 8,000 feet away, it was even more glorious from 5 feet away. So I want to thank Mr. Hotballs and obviously everyone for supporting what we've been trying to do. So thank you, everyone. We didn't win by 20, but it was a good game. And again, I've been saying all year,
Very UConn thing to say. We didn't win by 20.
no, but if you can win by 9 with Adama having that game and Joey C not scoring any points, we're really, really good. So thanks for everyone for the support. It was great seeing people downtown. I mean, Hartford was out of control, and that's always great to see. So cheers to everyone.
Yeah, Hartford was a complete fucking zoo at about 5-ish.
About 3:30ish.
I went over to Vaughn's and there was not. That was
about 3:30.
I went down to Vaughn's at 3 o'clock. There's nothing
very well tonight.
Yeah,
so negative.
Penfield wants to do negative. Penfield, when I think you're too negative, you're too negative. No, look, I'm all for complaining about 9-point wins over Villanova at home, but yeah, I don't think UConn played great tonight. I don't think you played great against Georgetown.
The Villanova fans in front of us literally got up and said, "That's a good team. They played like shit tonight, and they beat us by 9."
That's fair. Yeah, that's a good point.
And what did Cam Whitmore have? 4 points?
Sorry, Ned,
I was just going to say, Cam Whitmore has been carrying that team for the last 5 games. And what do you have, 4 points tonight?
4 points, 3 fouls, 2 rebounds, maybe.
I thought he got to 6, but I'll take Netchi's word for it. Yeah, it's the sort of thing that Nova can build off of. It's true. You mooned the governor, by the way, Hotballs. I don't have any sort of takeaway.
What did Lamont say?
Wait,
No, he didn't. Ned Lamont
he actually declared a state of emergency.
Is Carmelo the governor of Canada?
Yes, well, no, Carmelo wanted to actually see a good college basketball.
I've been trying to call Lamont out for months now. It's like, we're gonna hang out, man.
Yeah, no, Ned Lamont was there close up for whatever
I'm an
the hell.
apolitical guy, I just want to hang out with the governor. That's what I want to do.
No, I'm take it easy. Penfield, checking out. Appreciate it.
I want to know what it's like to rule over people.
I think it's long past time this goddamn sperm whale steps aside as the state mammal and Mr. Hotballs becomes the state mammal of the state of Connecticut.
I would like to be the state mammal in the state of Connecticut. I think I'm owed that.
I think it sounds emasculating enough that you can go for it.
I think I would be really good at it.
What would you have to do? Are there requirements?
Well, it depends. What's the mammal or the bird, right? I've talked about the bird. We talked about the mammal. I used to know some people. I used to have some political connections. Call your state rep. Call your state senator. Tell him I want Mr. Hotballs to be the state mammal or the bird.
I don't see what else is worth discussing. I do want to, again, shout out the folks at the CAF here in Hartford. They have an amazing setup here behind Mr. Hotballs of, old school, TVs, and it's rolling highlights of the '96 NCAA first round. I think
we got an Okafor.
Cincinnati, UConn, Cal.
No, that's
UConn, Cal. That's the Maryland UConn game in '96. It gets very personally offensive.
No, it's not.
Oh, look at what this is. This is Alaska Anchorage.
The Great Alaska Shootout, the greatest moment in.
It's never coming back. But no, the folks at the CAF, it's right next to the main entrance of the XL Center. It's all local. If you get a chance before UConn games, they're open. Jared, I'm going to ask you, I'm sorry to do this. There's right behind that door, there are the hours, and I should know what the hours are.
Thursday through Sunday.
Thursday through Sunday, it was 11 to 8?
Noon to 8, Thursday and Friday.
I was so close. Noon to 8, Thursday through Friday. It's all local stuff. And
Saturday, Sunday.
On game days, what damaging bullshit are you guys willing to do?
I'm trying to do a helpful promo here.
I'm trying to get people to get all tingly.
Noon to 8 Saturdays.
We could recreate the burrito roll.
There's the burrito roll, but
yeah, that's a great point by Mike. That's
Halloween. You guys should go to.
No, this is going to turn into it's going to be an underground.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is during Halloween you do a haunted house. So there's Eric Dampier over there, Ed O'Bannon. You got I don't know who else could we go?
Oh no, that's Kerry Kittles.
He comes shooting out of a thing over there. We're oh no, this is terrible.
Kerry Kittles.
Yeah, no, and then whatever the 96
Kerry
women.
Kittles.
We got to get the women in there too. There's
I haven't even
looked. Squad's
I haven't looked. I love that people are coming in saying hot balls.
People are coming in late.
Yeah, but we want to make sure the folks that are working hard here at the CAF aren't here
as long as our idiocy normally goes.
So we will move the idiocy to the cars and
Yeah.
all of that.
In a
So-
really good decision, we're going to move it to the cars. We do have a signed basketball behind Mr. Hotballs from Mr. Emeka Okafor, who was in the house tonight, which was really cool. He
It was really nice of Adama.
Coward.
It was nice of Adama to honor Emeka Okafor by picking up those 2 early fouls. He did it in his honor today.
I stared right at him when I looked up too. When I pancaked on the floor.
Yeah, Hotballs tried to call him out. You're not the only one. Update: the UConn women are the like 7 functioning members of UConn women are up 29 on Creighton.
And Xavier up 12. St. John's.
And Xavier up, what was it, 12? Xavier up 12 on St. John's, which is very important.
Was this news break on the 8th?
I don't know. We have to provide something, right?
I'm on drink 12 here, so.
Oh yeah, I'm very like.
Traffic's clear on.
Yeah, if you can believe it, asylum. If you can believe it, asylum in Maine is a little clearer.
My internet didn't work. I didn't get to take pictures of beer. What was it? 7, 8, 9, 10, probably 11 and 12.
Yeah, so we need to discuss the XL Center's Wi-Fi scenario.
We need to figure it so bad.
Sounds better than Gamble.
No. See, I disagree with you on the Gamble point. Gamble.
So here's, you want to know something crazy?
Is Dave in here? Dave, we're gonna speak some truth to power. Dave's not in here.
With David.
Dave's not in here because he's busy calculating like a nuclear strike on me for bitching about the hockey rink. I stand by everything I said. This is Toscano Ice Forum. I love Dan Toscano. I love Dan Toscano unabashedly. I love him. I love having a hockey rink. I just wish it wasn't shitty. So about the XL Center. So Gamble was awful for years with Wi-Fi. As anybody who went there knows. Dude, the Wi-Fi was bad at Gamble when we were playing like Wichita State. It needs to be better now. But it's good now. It's good now. The XL Center is
not good. It was so bad. I couldn't even refresh my shit all game.
Most of the first half was me trying to coax baby Hotballs down in the top of his high chair from bitching about not being able to send tweets.
It was very bad. I was very upset.
I had a tweet. I tried to send a tweet. And I want to say this for everybody who was there tonight.
Mad.
Like,
I'll admit it, I was mad.
Bill Raftery apparently also, breaking news, also called you probably a 4.0 student.
That's at least that might be the most insulting thing you've ever heard, right? Because you hate the idea that you kind of.
Bill knows a genius when he sees one.
No.
You hate going to class.
I love that your entire thing is the worst thing that ever happened at the University of Connecticut was becoming a good academic institution.
True.
And now Bill Raftery thinks you're a 4.0 student. But to everybody who was there tonight, honestly, like I looked around after they did the intros, and that place was effing
That's
packed.
not full. That's full.
That place was packed to the rafters at opening tip, and I have not seen that before. And I was here because I'm old, and you see what my hair looks like. I was here when things were going well. I never saw it like that, man. That place was wild at opening tip. And
We've talked about it a lot. Like, I think the most rewarding thing as a fan that is way too old for his own good and willing to expose his ass crack on national television will tell you, I think the best thing about this whole run and the evolution of watching Dan figure it the fuck out here, and everybody else that they've been able to bring into the fold, and everything else that's going on, I think the best part of it has been watching the evolution of all this and fans making it their own and making it a completely new, different thing other than what it was, which was a lot of fucking fun.
yeah,
And so to
it was
watch,
really a lot of fun.
Trust me, it was a lot of fun. And so to see it become this gets me excited.
Yeah,
We
and
filled the XL Center for a mediocre Villanova team that we got all mad about only beating by like 9 or 10 points.
I spent all week
That's
looking.
the funniest shit on planet Earth.
I
by the way.
spent
Let me
all
take a
week.
step back.
I spent all week looking at StubHub, going like, "Do people realize like?"
Like, imagine 3 years ago you sitting at your computer and be like, "We only beat Villanova by 10 points."
Yeah, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Like, imagine that shit. What do you got? going
Whitmore didn't even do anything. Eric Dixon made fans
What are you doing
bitch
over
for a while. We only won by 8. What the fuck? We're losing the.
Especially with the 2018 start.
Can you take your jacket off, please?
We were losing to multiple
Hold on,
A's.
hold on. I got to see.
Oh, you're going to bully people. There's 9 people who are here. Go ahead.
He's got something under his jacket he wants to show everybody. It's weird as shit.
Oh, what the fuck? We got Villanova.
No. It's not even the jacket. Jacket's fine. You guys got to take the whole thing off.
It's a quarter zip. It's a quarter
Yeah,
zip.
no. Is that a quarter zip?
There's 2 uniforms in the Nova Nation.
Okay, there's.
Our good friend, the full 40.
You're fine. You're totally safe. Oh my god.
Our good friend, the full 40.
Did you get that at Talbot's?
There's a home away jersey for Nova. I don't know which is the home or away. One's the quarter zip, one's the sweater vest. It's up to Chris.
It's okay. I don't even hate Villanova fans. I just love fucking beating them up because they shop at Talbot's.
Not even Kohl's? You're not even giving them Kohl's cash?
They're not really Kohl's guys. They're more like Talbot's and then like.
Kohl's is the Marquette.
I was just going to say,
Kohl's is the Marquette.
Kohl's is the Marquette.
Kohl's is Marquette.
Nobody likes Marquette.
Kohl's is the Marquette
the
thing.
flannel, the pullover, the quarter zip, and I'm guilty of the quarter zip too.
Well, that thing has seen some
It's blasted the underside of my tits now.
That's beautiful. That's an image I needed before dying. So it's now rolled upon the XL Center surface, which you described as, to quote you, surprisingly buoyant, I guess. Surprisingly springy, soft. Okay.
So look, if we get through the 31st, the dog piss pullover will see a brand new year.
Will you ever wash it?
That's kind of where
we lose. I'm not going to do it until we lose. And so here's kind of my sick, sadistic view for this thing. Like, I want to wear it until we lose. But if we don't lose, I'm going to have to find out what's going on with solo ball, and we're going to have to do a jersey swap.
No. We don't want him to decommit.
You know, all of his recruiting has like blown up in the last month.
Yeah,
I want to stress.
Okay, so Luke Murray and I are on good terms. So
you and who?
Luke Murray, and I floated the idea, and I'm not gonna lie, he lit up.
Yeah, kind of the unsaid thing here is that Luke Murray actually is a big HotBalls fan, and I heard that and I just like, oh god.
He came by when we were at Rentschler.
Sure.
He came firing out of the fucking men's
really
journal like a fucking bat out of hell and was like, HotBalls.
It was oddly humanizing.
It was really fucking weird. And he's like, HotBalls. And I was like, what's going on? He goes, he's here. I'm like, who's here? He goes, solo ball. And like, look at me as straight as
this happened.
This just happened. And he goes, solo ball. And I was like, where the fuck is he? He goes, I don't know. I can't find him.
Which is good from your number one assistant.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean, Luke, that you can't find him? He goes, well, we brought him over to play like the little fucking, thing that you put in the hole. And I was like, what's the thing you put in the hole? Like, what the fuck is that? And he goes, well, cornhole. And I was like, well, why'd you call it the thing you put in the hole if you know what?
Okay, we're getting deep.
Where are we going with that? He goes, I'll find him. And he disappeared for 20 minutes.
I would have mentioned, I bet John Calipari knows where he is.
And then he comes flying around the corner like a fucking cat that killed a mouse in your backyard. And it's like, I got him. He's right here. This is solo ball. And I was like, okay, can I take a picture? He goes, no.
Yeah.
Immediately no, because he hasn't signed it at NIL. So whatever.
He hasn't signed the national.
He hasn't signed his thing. Ding-a-ling.
It's one thing if the Tennessee basketball
you can't take it. I was like, well, then what do you fucking go get him? He goes, well, next time we do this, and Solo's looking at him like, what's going on? I don't know what's happening.
Solo ball's like, I'm just here.
And he's like,
what's happening? It's UConn, Syracuse, and football. I have no idea what's going on.
And he looked at Luke like he was fucking trying to figure the Rubik's Cube out. And he's like, no, I promise. Solo, this is cool. This is cool.
All right, so
we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do it.
And we're gonna head to our cars soon and continue this. But Bill Klingon does say that he wants to chime in once he's done driving because he wants to talk about the full moon that was seen in the XL site.
Yeah, Bill, I hate to say it, but Bill, your son was really good again at basketball, and
I only like the spaces where Donovan doesn't play.
Before we start, I want to send a shout out.
Bill's happy when his son doesn't play.
I want to send a shout out to Bill and his son. They've been through a lot medically the last couple of weeks.
He's been through a shit show.
So I don't. Hold on, Bill. I'm going to pull up my phone. I'm sorry.
He's not on you.
Oh, okay.
He's driving.
Okay.
He's going to join us.
Bill's driving because Bill was front row because he should be because his son is a key member of the men's basketball team.
Yes, we will.
But we will move this to our cars. I want to thank everybody that came out to the calf, like the ultimate sickos.
Even the Villanova fan.
Yeah, especially the Villanova fan. That's a long drive. Like, thank you for coming out.
We hate you, but we love you, if that makes sense. We're kind of that way with Chris, the full 40. Please follow the full 40.
You're all right. Just
I'm sure they're all talking themselves into
don't
how
overrun our outlets.
I'm sure they're all talking themselves into how this was good, actually. I'm sure your friend T God with his like 17th loaner from the dealership. And our friend, yeah, T God has a lot of West Hartford in him, I can say, as a West Hartford native.
I took it out of it.
Did he grow up in West Hartford? That checks out.
He grew up in West Hartford. I'm friends with his.
Sure. Nice. Can he get? I want to make Big East Solutions happen. Can he get Cody? Can T God get Cody a working car? It doesn't have to be new. I want to get T God to get Cody a car that works. I'm all about solutions, Hotballs. I'm trying to bring the Big East together.
My whole timeline is just my ass crack.
Yeah, your timeline's gonna be your ass crack for about 6 weeks.
That's how we.
They're like, dude, you know you have an ass crack? And they're like, yeah, I look at it every day in the mirror, dude.
He came up to my section. He hadn't even looked at his phone yet. I'm like, oh, well, I got to be the guy. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure Bill Raftery just narrated your ass crack on national TV. He goes, shut the fuck up. I go, what part of that surprises you? Like, what were your expectations going in? So we're going to move to our cars. Everybody, please drive safe. Are you? I have to ask this earnestly. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm going to give it an hour at the bar. I'm going to eat some food.
Okay, I'm going to go with you to whatever bar that is, out of safety.
I'm not.
I want to know. Jared has a job and a wife and a house in South Windsor and a pool.
My wife is going to kick the shit out of me.
Jared,
my wife is like, if he dies, he dies.
Jared did say if we win at Xavier, he's jumping in the pool.
Oh,
did you hear that?
On the frozen leaves.
No, absolutely. Well, that's the thing. It's frozen, so it hurts, but you have to jump that far.
You're not wet after. We can do an ice burrito roll next time.
I feel like I have to be involved with that based on the ice bus bitching. Shout out to them. I know that I said I was going to the Long Island game tomorrow. I'm actually not going to ice bus at Long Island. I am embarrassed. I am sad. I have let you all down. I'm terrible. Family has come in the way as always. So yeah, I don't know what.
Look at me. Like if I'm critiquing myself,
I'm watching a video of this burrito roll like the Zapruder film, but
the first 4, maybe 6 rolls. I was hot, and then
you went to 3, 4, and then 6.
Once we get to 7, it was a little rough. But I mean, the first 6 were. I mean, I'm not. I'm an athlete.
If Source South, I'm sure is listening. If that's not the entire highlight video, I don't know what's going on. I want to shout a lot of folks. I want to shout out Steve, who came all the way down from Boston without a ticket. I say this in the nicest way. This fan base is crazy. And I'm excited to be able to share this season with all of you.
Yes.
As much as anything.
Amen.
So I talked pregame with Hotballs. Like, what would it be like if we were 7-3? Would it be like this? He was like, I don't care. I'm like, okay, fair enough. So we will retire to a local Hartford establishment, which maybe doesn't have fucking reserved seating.
Yeah, on the way back, I think I might space this some more. I can't get enough of myself in my butt crack right now.
Well, I was just gonna keep going. I was just gonna let the poor folks at the caf here in Hartford. So, thank you. So I'm gonna put the microphone
We'll be right
down.
back after this commercial break.
I'm gonna put the microphone down. The caf, it's right next to the main entrance of the Excel Center. If you've ever really wanted an Antoine Walker Celtics jersey, or if you have, I'm sorry, it's a Kemba. That's awful by me. Yeah, once again, I've let the entire fan base down.
Yeah, anytime we get some vintage UConn stuff in here, get it done. I mean, it's literally right next to the entrance.
It could not. What was it? The Vault CT. The Vault CT. Is that on Twitter? I'm sorry. I want to make sure I get you.
On Twitter, Instagram, we have a website, everything.
Twitter, Instagram, every social media.
The Vault CT gets, the crazier you people are gonna get.
Yeah, the Vault CT. Check it out. They have so much really good shit that your parents threw out that you can now make up for that mistake from your UConn youth. So I'm gonna put the
parents didn't get you. Buy or sell. Fuck them.
Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you. That's a beautiful note to close. I've got Jared here who runs an actual professional podcast with sponsors, and we're doing fuck your parents. So I'm gonna put the microphone down and try and keep going. Thank you guys for coming out. Seriously, I thank you. I don't know.
We'll be back on a little bit later.
So I'll put this down. Hi guys, this is my awful phone. Thank you guys. We'll keep it going. If anybody wants to actually talk about the basketball game or Mr. Hotball's ass, hopefully not that, please request.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can do this. We didn't keep you till 12:30, which was my fear. So.
Could have been till 2, 3, 4.
Well, this is what happens when we're with Jared. Jared runs a very tight ship, very organized. Hope everyone checks out CT Scoreboard Podcast. Excellent podcast with Alex Caravan and the Full 40. I see. Oh, our buddy Tim. Tim, God bless him. Tim, I'm going to put my headphones in. I'm going to bring Tim in. I'm going to bring Tim in. I'm going to start from a base I can actually work off of first. Sorry. Oh, God, we got Hall. Sorry. Heavy is the head that wears the crown and all that. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can get folks in. What's up, man? Thank you.
Took you long enough.
Yeah, well, Tim, there's a lot happening. I deal with hot balls. There's no other way to put this. Fan photos. Tim, I really wish you could have been there tonight, man. I give you a hard time, but I know you want to be there more than anyone else. So.
Yeah, I wish I could have been there. I was really like messed up about it. I was not happy all day today, but was able to. Yep, I got home with a minute left in the game, so I listened on FS1 the entire way home and was at a stop long enough to look down and see Hot Ball's ass crack. So that was,
that's oh, sorry, I interrupted. That's what you were really in it for, if we're honest.
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't I be? I actually did get the request into ESPN ahead of time that I want that video. So I
don't know if you want it or not, but you're getting it, Tim.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if
some of the same people. Like when you said you had the request, and I was like, that's about right. So, what blew my mind, Tim, was, and obviously I have no signal, but I'm getting a bajillion text messages, mostly from my wife. Mr. Hotball's ass, which is really not a place I saw this going 3 months ago. But when I saw that, FS1 made sure to show it, I was like, oh, this is we're in so deep on this idiocy now. Like this is. And you deserve, whether you want it or not, you deserve credit for it because you're one of the cornerstones of UConn's Twitter. So thank you. But were your takeaways, do you have takeaways on the game or on just the fat white man from Northwestern Connecticut's ass?
Oh, I mean, well, what else is there to talk about besides that? But, I obviously, I haven't been able to sit and watch the game yet. I might try to do that before the Xavier game, but look, from what it sounded like, and I saw the first 10 minutes sitting there watching it on my phone, but again, people stepped up when they needed to step up, and I don't know. We don't have a whole lot to say about this team. It seems like, I mean, they find ways to win, and here we are, like you said, here we are bummed out that it wasn't a double-digit win against Villanova at home, and I mean, this is an outstanding team, and I think we just proved that again tonight.
Yeah, we looked at the line and stuff, and I know I haven't looked at Kemptown. I'm sure they dropped a little. Look, it's the Big East, man.
There's still 2, but they dropped down to the adjusted number was 29 something.
All right, yeah, we'll be fine. It's the Big East, man. Nobody in the Big East should really beat anybody by 15 points, let alone UConn beating Villanova. That was. I got why that was the line, but also I was like, I mean, if that happened, Jesus, we're not losing. That's out of control. And that's it's a good team that's starting to find its way. And they've got incredible talent. They're just not very deep, and it kind of is what it is. And they'll build off of this. But yeah, no, I thought it's a very good performance. It's a good night. Thanks a lot, man. I'm not worried at all about the per se the 8 points. I think Nova hit a lot of. Without being insulting, because I think they're a good team, Nova hit a lot of low percentage shots in the first half to keep it close.
Yeah.
And, if that's going to happen, that's going to happen. There's going to be nights like that. Saturday's going to be really difficult. Saturday was going to be really tough no matter what happened tonight. Really good, man. Tricks of only beating them by 8.
Yeah. That's very rich people problems,
Right, exactly. And I'm just, it was another version tonight of Hotball's a set. It's always a different guy. Tonight.
Hey, listen. Can we get Mr. Hot? I was gonna say. I mean, I don't know how Mr. Hotballs is not going to have to be forced to change his Twitter handle to Mr. Hot Ass. It's got to be Mr. Hot Ass.
There's a mental image I need. I don't blame you in the slightest. He's currently talking with his adoring public. I'll bring him in a little bit. I strongly support this measure, even if it goes against everything I actually believe in. I'm sorry, I'm just pulling up the box now. Like Hassan Diarra, 4 steals tonight, I thought was really huge for them in the second half, especially when it's one thing to put a press on as like kind of a token look press. But I thought Diarra was great defensively. He was the guy that went to the line the second most, basically, which is kind of surprising given what this team is. And I thought Hassan was great. I much more enjoyed watching him than watching Mr. Hotball's ass.
Who doesn't want to enjoy that?
The people, I'm telling him what you
Are you
just
talking
said.
to the people?
The people are requesting that you change your name to Mr. Hot Ass.
That's not marketable. It's not unreasonable.
There's a dispute over the marketability of that. I don't know. I mean, have you seen how Elon runs this thing now? I don't know. I think it's.
I can't because if I change it, Elon's gonna get really mad.
So he's worried if he changes the name, he's going to lose his Elon privileges. So I don't know. It's a good point. We'll workshop this. We got a couple of days, but
I think that when Klingon's on the floor, I'm a big Donovan guy. I love Donovan. I'm a Connecticut dude.
Well, how
through and
can't
through.
you be?
But
yeah,
he's just. I
incredible.
think Donovan is just makes our team. There's something about it just makes our team better when he's on the floor. That's just my honest opinion.
From what it sounded like, they just didn't have an answer to him. And shout out, he's listening right now.
We've joked about it, about the whole Adama Donovan thing. I don't think it has to be a thing. Some nights it's gonna be Donovan, sometimes nights it's gonna be Adama.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm watching Mr. Hotballs being presented with merchandise, which that sounds so loaded. He has a choice of autographed basketballs, and he has picked one, and I am.
Connecticut influencer, Mr. Hotballs.
What? Okay, so all right, I need folks in the chat. I need folks in the chat to decide. He is being given the option of an Emeka autograph wall or was it Danielle? I'm being given it. Holy shit! How do I get it? We'll get an Eric Paschall one for the Nova guy. I don't know. Wait, so one of these is thank you. Holy crap! Thank you. Wow. Wait, so one of them is Hotballs has a Mecca, and which one is this? Daniel Marshall. Holy shit!
And it's signed with his Golden State Warriors number.
Oh wow, it's his Golden State number. All right, sorry guys, I know you want to talk about the game. Sorry, we're being given.
I know. I wanted to ask you. I don't know which Twitter you are.
I'm Hurleymania. How you doing?
All right.
Zach works. Thank you. Wow.
We're trying to figure them out.
Yeah, we're weird. It's fine. I understand.
Whatever you guys need.
Yeah, whatever you guys need, we're happy to support the Caps down in Hartford. Anything that helps out downtown, you know. Sorry, guys, I'm doing a little PR here. Apologize. I know you want to talk about Mr. Hotball's ass.
There isn't a single other college sports team fandom that can do this shit. That just
I don't know if that's a compliment or a criticism, Tim, but I agree.
I don't know.
I see Mike has it. Mike, you got your hand up, buddy. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we got you. I hope you got me because I'm wandering outside the XL Center at like 10 o'clock.
Oh, we've got a lot of you. There's a lot going on back there.
No, I'm just a couple quick things. The depth on this year's team just continually blows me away every single game. So like you're sitting there in the second half and arguably you're two of your most important players are not having good games, and you're like, oh well, what's the score? Oh well, UConn's up 8. It's like Jesus, like so Sonogo, Dixon plays him tough. Dixon's a load, and he knows how to play. Villanova's the 40-year-old guy at the YMCA or the JCC that just knows how to do it, and it's that's just kind of the way that goes.
That's a really good description of it. Yeah, he has an excellent old man game.
Yeah. But all of them do. It's just Nova, and there's no question that they're going to be there at the end of the year. If they're not in the If they're not in minimum Big East semifinals, I'll be shocked.
We have to play them that last game of the regular season, and that's going to be really tough.
No thanks. No thanks on
don't
that.
want any of it because guess what? They've still got another guy coming back. Samuel's been working his way back, and he's going to make this team. He's going to make Villanova even tougher. They're going to be very much in the picture when the tournament at Madison Square Garden rolls around. And look, obviously, like based on how this season started, they're not. People don't have them on the bubble or anything right now. That's going to change real quick, guys. So this win's going to look even better. But that game on March 4th is going to be brutal.
It's going to be crazy. And my other thing about the depth is Hurley. I think in the last couple minutes, Hurley out-Nova'd Nova. You had five guys that could handle the ball on the court at the same time. Like, what was it? It was Jackson, Hawkins, Diarra, help me out, Caravan maybe. And
I mean, it's a really.
What was that last 2-minute lineup?
I'm so inequipped to answer it.
The free throw. It was the ball handling free throw lineup, and it's like UConn just went small ball on Nova, and that's fucking fantastic.
Well, and it helped that Nova used its last timeout with like 8 minutes left, which I guess if you're Neptune, you're kind of in a tough spot where you either get control of what's going on or you let the game get away from you, but you have that one timeout and you can keep it close, but then down the stretch you kind of just got to roll with it, and that obviously that didn't help matters much.
It was with 30 seconds to go. I don't know if that's what you meant. It was he kept just subbing Aline in and out, which was kind of funny for Caravan. I'm trying to get a grasp on it. It's hard. It was Aline, Caravan. Aline and Caravan basically were trading subs.
And then Newton, Jackson, Hawkins, and someone else. Sonogo was only in for the last couple seconds. For
I get
it was
what
Diarra, I think. Yeah.
Kyle Neptune. I get what Kyle Neptune's doing there. Like, you have to do it. Like, it's easy to say, oh, he called his last time out with 8 minutes to go. Well, if he doesn't do that, UConn might win by 20. Like, that's literally what we made fun of Patrick Ewing for last week. So it was. I guess
I don't want to. I said the free throw lineup was in at the very end. I don't want to discount Donovan's free throw night. I know he's listening.
Yeah.
I think that was a perfect 2 for 2. So let's go.
Shout out to the big man with the beautiful new chompers. Man's had a rough week. Got to deal with dad, which is hard enough. But yeah, Donovan was huge in the second half. Wonderful looking piece from the #1 dentistry school in the United States, which is UConn Dental. Want to shout them out. Okay, we're now currently working our way. Sorry, this is kind of a moving idiot factory here. You guys are making great points. Meanwhile, I've got this.
I'm coming back to Vaughn.
Hey, great band name.
Well, we're going to Vaughn. Is where we're going. We're going to Vaughn.
Oh God, you're going to Vaughn.
If any of you are in Hartford, and it's 10-10 on a Wednesday, so the idea that Vaughn's is even open is kind of 50-50 right now.
Send Johnny my love.
Yeah, I'm still spacing.
Let's go, bitches.
People are still spacing. Donovan's in the space.
Donovan's in there?
Of course Donovan's in there. Donovan loves. I'm just.
Where's Bill? What's Bill doing?
Where's Bill? I don't know. Leave the man alone. I'd like to. Oh, good. There's a scooter on Pratt Street. This can only end well. I'm trying to keep Captain. Yeah, I know. I can't believe we just got autographed basketballs from Emeka and Danielle. We certainly don't deserve that. But thanks to the folks at the CAF at the ASL Center. Wow, that's pretty cool. And I will say this for I've spent time on Pratt Street in the last month.
Hey, Hurley. Technically,
what do you got?
I organized the CAF thing. So
you did, Jared. Well,
that's right.
Ball my way.
Jared
Talk your shit, King.
Autographed basketball. I got Jared. I got a very stern nope from the man with the Emeka.
I guess he did show his ass crack on TV. So I guess that could be a consolation prize.
He did show his ass to America for it. That's fair.
The funny thing is, Fox had time to not show that part as they came back from commercial because they obviously
I love production choices.
Fox thrives when it comes to production choices. They made the choice to show it.
That goes back to an old episode of The Simpsons, right? Fox became a porn channel so gradually I didn't even notice.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to try and keep you guys here. We're in Vaughan. Surprisingly busy. Too bad we can't listen to Mike Anderson's genius coaching on FS1.
Oh,
which
it's
is
bad.
on all of the TVs here. I'm going to try and hang back to try and keep this. Yeah, St. John's getting boat race. That's about right.
Quick shout out to Vaughn's. They did a really good job with the American Outlaws during the World Cup.
Yeah, they really did. I was down here for that. That was really cool. Kate, I'm sorry, Kate. You've been in here. You've been so patient. You go ahead.
It is all good. I have one gripe about today's game, and that is for video production at the XL Center. You guys, big play, timeout, Big Red is coming. Get that man on the video board. Like, just get the Big Red man on the video screen so people know it's not hard.
Yeah, that dude was in line actually in front of us to go into the XL Center, and for folks who have been to games this year who have seen it, Big Red's getting up there and we love him, but it's such an effort for Big Red to get to these games and he's still doing it, and God bless him. Can we show the guy on the screen? I mean, we've had one bit for 30 years. Can we do the one bit? But that's, I think, Kate, you make an excellent point.
Thank you. You're right. It's our one thing. Embrace it. We got to lean into it. Mr. Benedict, you're listening. You got to get this done for us.
He is. That's a very good point. Kate, thank you for that.
Thank you, guys. Great
well
spaces
said.
tonight.
No, love you. I'm trying. I'm in a bar with a very dumb big baby. So.
Please do an Irish cream shot for me at Vaughn's tonight. That's the only way to end this.
Be the second. We did one at Sorella's, which is interesting because it's Sorella's. We'll see what we can do. I am upset they are showing the Xavier St. John's game without the UConn women.
70-43 with 3 minutes left.
That'll work. Congrats to Clinton on selling out the volleyball arena with 2,500 people. Pratt Street's popping, man. And I hope that, as this team gets going, that all this new development at Pratt Street, maybe if we can capture a brief moment in time, to maybe get a little life into this godforsaken town, would be nice. That isn't just the yard goats, which has been great. I've got HotBalls is still taking pictures of people. Jesus Christ.
Need Hartford Athletics to go on a run.
I know. I got Ryan. Ryan's in here. Ryan, I'm bringing you in, man. Ryan, what's up? Go nuts. By the way, the Nova guy bought me I gotta say this. I am sick. Thank you. I'm sick of you and Chris. The Nova guys are way too nice. I don't know if there's I feel like I'm being set up. I'm being set up by the Nova people. They bought us a beer. God bless you. Thank you.
I'm still a
Nova fan. Unbelievable. Full 40's doing his thing, so I don't want to get in Chris's way. Mr. HotBalls, ever the negotiator, says, fuck him. So that's nice. That's beautiful. I'm still spacing. Where are you? By the way, my name vote, for those of you on the space, for the Mecca autograph basketball, 3 feet from me. Oh, he's going to the bathroom. This is perfect. I'm absolutely going to switch to basketball. Don't think I'm not.
Oh, good. Grab the basketball while he's
I'm waiting. Oh, he came back.
And save it for me.
He's coming back. You're not. If you think you're getting to some Mecca basketball, you're out of your goddamn mind here. By the way, Mr. HotBalls, I want to shout out the fan. I'm sorry. I know he was there. So there was a sign for Mr. HotBalls at the game. The beach is for jerk, with a picture of the beach and a big red cross over it, and hashtag UConn Twitter. This is where we are now. Mr. HotBalls is getting freaking signage. He's putting it. Why are you putting the mask on? Why not? Why are you? Oh, go ahead, put the mask on. Jared, I'm trying. I don't know. But no, Jared, the fact that they didn't just introduce Mr. HotBalls, but the son of a bitch got a pop at the XL Center as Mr. HotBalls. I don't even know where we're supposed to go from that. He was introduced as Mr. HotBalls and warmly received. Which, okay, he's walking away. He's going to bed. Okay, now. No. Hold on. I'm switching the basketball. Jared, you're getting the Semeka Okafor basketball over my goddamn dead body. I want to make that abundantly clear. So the Mecca autograph is a beautiful, wonderful silver tip Sharpie. The Danielle autograph is just a dude with an autograph on a deflated basketball. So I am a little concerned, but we're going to attempt this. But if anybody else has thoughts, feel free to jump on. I'm sorry the audio's probably shitty. We're in Vaughan. It's Pratt Street. It's late. Mr. Hotball showed his ass on national television. I haven't got much else to go from there. But thanks to all you tuning in and supporting us. Seriously, it's wild that this is a thing to me, but I appreciate it. So thank you guys. I had Penfield for a moment, and then he dropped out. Bill's here, Dave's here, the whole game's here.
Yeah, why hasn't Bill requested yet?
Bill's been driving.
Fair.
Penfield, who of course brought the garment bags to the UConn sale at the calf. I thought that Penfield had like 6 hat boxes. He was doing deals. It was amazing. Penfield was buying so much vintage gear, it was kind of concerning. I'll bring him in here. I mean, if Penfield wants to deny it, fine, but that doesn't mean we have to believe it. Penfield, you bought so much vintage stuff.
I can barely talk, but I was wearing better stuff.
You were a big proponent of the downtown business. I would say.
Okay.
He's trying. Penfield has been taken hostage by the. Penfield, you all right? I know you're driving. Please don't drive into a tree. Please don't.
This is the best space we've ever had.
I'm at the rest
I
area.
mean, he did one where the title was drunk and he misspoke the word drunk, so I don't know. Like, I'll take your word. Brian, did you pull over just to do a space?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I love you.
Well,
you don't deserve you.
To be honest, I pulled over to do spaces and to go to the bathroom.
Okay, well,
important.
Look, it won't be the weirdest dropping of pants of a member of the UConn space community tonight.
No.
So, yeah, by the way, Xavier up 18 at St. John's. I'm sure the St. John's Twitter people are going to be real healthy about this.
Women's game, 72-47 final.
That'll work.
Can they just go ahead and hire Vic Pitino? Get on with it. Jesus Christ.
Oh, by the way.
I don't know that they're going to do it, though. Well, I mean, they'll want to do it. I don't think they'll be able to. By the way, Mississippi State's kind of hanging in there with Bama at the half. Don't need that. Go ahead. Sorry, what were you going to say, Tim?
Oh, you guys probably didn't hear this because you've been at the game like cool people. When Ines Betancourt checked into the game near the end of the first half in the women's game, they pointed out that she has a massive bandage on her nose. She got hit in the nose during practice and needed 7 stitches after the fact. So just add that to the list.
Punched her in the face.
Oh, absolutely.
Nika Mule punched her right in the face.
She's
That's
like, we've all had to be
story.
injured so far this season. It's your turn.
I'm going to try and bring folks. First I want to bring in JB, who we met waiting to go in the XL Center. JB, who is a beautiful man, who I might now be like trying to buy tickets with for the Providence game next week.
Yeah.
We've discussed it.
So, Hurleymania, are you in?
I'm in. I need to get the ticket. Like, I need to go on the internet and find out how to get a ticket for the dunk. My thing with the dunk is I was at the 002 win in 05, and that's like a high bar. But I think I'm going. So.
Word. I'm a hit up my boys tonight. If I end up going, I'll DM you. We'll meet up.
All right. That's cool. I'm excited to see what that crowd's like. At 8:30 in Providence on a Wednesday, Jesus Christ. JB was wonderful. So seriously, so many people came out tonight for our idiocy and were like engaged. What's that? He's back. Do you think he's gonna notice? He hasn't noticed yet. Yeah, you're hammered. Oh, I can't believe
You
it.
guys
I'm
still
sorry.
sipping your
That's a big
wine?
thing. No, we've moved back to the other. Okay, so this is important. Hot Balls wants to know where Connor is. I don't know where Connor is. I agree with you. I don't know where Connor is, you idiot. I don't know. God. I haven't had kids yet. Is this what it's like? This is what it's like, isn't it? A man who has had kids, and what a child he's had. I gotta bring Bill in here. Bill, first of all, I'm bringing it. Bill, I hope you're doing well. Bill, your son was really good again against a good team.
Nah, he could have dunked a couple of those.
That's true. The first half, he had a floater. I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah, when you're that close to the basket, man, you got to put that shit down. You got to go up strong and put that shit down. So, but other than that, I think he did pretty well.
Yeah, well, I know you are really proud of him. We're proud of him. I'm glad he's doing well. His teeth look like Hollywood. It's unbelievable. I'm glad you're doing better in your home. I've got a fat rolling idiot next to me, Bill. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. I don't even know what this is. Is this? That's not Connor, is it? It's somebody taking a photograph 5 minutes from Mr. Hoppel's pelvis. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, no, Bill, it was a big night for your son because in the second half there, it was just Eric Dixon going right in the post. And it was a matter of between Donovan and Donovan who was going to be the first guy to say, I'm not taking this shit anymore. And I give Donovan a lot of credit because he was up for the challenge.
I think he did a good job in the second half establishing position, but I don't think the guards saw him when he had position, to get on the ball. But it'll come. It'll come.
Well, yeah, look, I mean, even though it's Nova and they're down, it's as tough of a challenge as this league's got. The thing about Nova is, man, they're going to have a 6'8" center till the end of time. And we're all going to be like, oh, just go with the 6'8" guy. And we're going to look up and the 6'8" guy's going to have 10 and 10. And we're going to be like, what the fuck's happening? And that's the way Nova is, man. And they're really tough to play. And I have so much respect for Nova because, think about doing that in the Big East. They're not doing that in the. I'm sorry if I'm yelling. It's kind of loud. They're not doing that in the Summit League. For Nova to do this thing for 15 years, where their center's going to play 6'8", and it works. I have a lot of respect for him, man. And Donovan was up for the challenge, and it took about 30 minutes to figure it out. But he figured it out, man. And that's all you can really ask out of a freshman.
Yeah, Dixon is he's a lot better than you think. He's a strong dude, man. So it's just something that Donovan's gonna have to get used to. He's gonna have to, learn how to muscle.
He's got a nice touch too from three. He's a tough guy to guard, and he's been in the league for a couple years now. He's just a Big East player, man. He's good.
Yeah, I mean the team isn't. I think the team's a lot better than we think, because they made some really good.
Villanova.
We didn't give them that.
You're
What's
talking
that?
Villanova.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, they made some contested 3-pointers that were impressive. I mean,
they're finding
it was.
They're finding it.
Yeah, Dixon was 1 for 5 from 3. But the fact that Dixon took 5 threes was. I don't think that's a bad thing. Nova's all right, this is what's going to have to be tonight. To get a good team as good as UConn, we're going to have to stretch him. And when he hit that 3, I was like, all right, this guy's going to do that shit, I thought, man, I have so much respect for them on what Jay's built, and it's really easy to shit on him and stuff, but, they're so clearly a different team now that they have Cam Whitmore. I know we didn't do a lot tonight, but, that's a team it's definitely on the come up now that they're starting to get humans healthy. More so than, I guess, Seton Hall, in terms of teams that were struggling. So that's an over team that's going to be incredibly tough. That's a really good win. I don't want us to lose sight of the fact that, beating Villanova at home like that, never, ever, ever take that for granted. Because they have set the standard in this league for the last 5 years and nationally. And so to do that is special. And, I really hope people aren't like, oh, man, we only beat Villanova by if we only beat Villanova by 8, we're doing okay, you know? And, like, Saturday's going to be really hard. If we win Saturday by 1 point in double overtime, it's the best win of the year. Like, I hope people get out of
Absolutely.
the idea of, oh, like, I'm a big numbers guy, but, like, don't fall too in love with, like, the Ken Pom numbers and shit like that. Like, that shit's important, but that's more of a season-wide measure than, like, it was never going to be a 15-point game tonight. UConn Villanova, if UConn Villanova is a 15-point game, the league is screwed. Like,
I didn't
it
get that.
shouldn't be.
I didn't understand that. I was surprised
Well,
by that.
I got it based on the metrics and stuff, but like this Nova team is so different than what a lot of that stuff's based off of.
Yeah,
Like,
the thing is,
UConn,
when you look at spreads and you compare them to the Ken Pom numbers, it's just they line up. It looks like they're pretty much just like going off the Ken Pom spreadsheets, but
the
Ken
biggest
Pom doesn't
giveaway,
factor
Tim, was
in the stuff like Cam Whitmore and the fact that it's a conference game and these are rivals, and so yeah, this was never going to be a 14-point game. If it was, then I would have just been buying tickets to Houston right now.
right. Well, the biggest giveaway, Tim, was it opened at 14.5 and it closed at 12.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's rare to see a game move 2.5 points, but like it's and if UConn wins that game by 15 points, it's a 4-bid league, and we got bigger issues. So that was part of what I was thinking. Was that like even though people are yelling to me on the spread. I'm sitting outside on Pratt Street just to try and get better audio for you folks, and it just occurred to me I'm sitting alone on Pratt Street at 10:28 in the evening
On Spaces.
on Spaces. That's the least weird part, Tim, but I'll
I
take
know.
it. Yeah, if UConn wins that game by 15 points, the league's kind of fucked. So it's like it's actually good for the league. I talked to Hot Balls about this pregame. I was like, low key, Nova needs to not lose this game by 20 because like part of Nova's building a case has to be they can't get run here.
Yeah.
And they didn't get run. And if you could say UConn should have played better, and they should have, but like it's better for the league. And it doesn't. UConn's 14-0. Like the margin of victory doesn't really matter. For one thing, folks, net stops counting after 10. The way net is calculated, it only calculates to 10 anyway.
It's like youth soccer tournaments; they stop counting after 5.
Right, and so yeah, like if I'm thrilled with the way that that UConn got out of there with it. I know it was tough tonight; it wasn't beautiful. I'm gonna try and bring Jasper in here, try and get more folks in here, and see how long I can sit outside on Pratt Street in Hartford, Connecticut, and not have people ask questions.
Hey, thank you. Just want to first of
What's
all,
up, Jasper?
Thank you. I just want to first of all put out there, if you're on Pratt Street, have you had an Irish car bomb from Vaughn's yet?
No, God, no! Please, I don't want to die.
Come on.
Oh, trauma.
You make a good point.
But
I want to not die. There's
no better nightcap.
Are you guys still out on the street, Hurleymania?
Oh yeah. No, this is it's pretty disgraceful if I'm honest.
I was with you guys at the calf for a bit. I said what's up to Jared, and I saw you guys in line.
Thank you. You were awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man. Unfortunately, I had too many to drink, and my ride left, so I had to bounce. I'm back at my house now, having a couple more.
All right, please drive safe. No drunk driving.
No, I'm home. I'm already home, bro.
Okay. All right.
I'm sitting in my office.
I'm less worried about.
I'm sitting in my office, having a few more, reminiscing on this great game. I met a bunch of you. Penfeld, I saw you outside the calf, but I was kind of too drunk to say what's up.
Did you see him or a stunt double?
No, it was definitely him. I saw him. I was a couple guys walked up to you. I saw you. I didn't want to.
I was rolling 4 deep tonight.
Say that again,
JB. I'm less.
Just
I'm
an
less
army of
concerned,
Penfields.
JB, I'm less concerned about you and Penfield than Captain Asscrack here. So like, I'm more keeping an eye on him, whatever the hell.
I was gonna say. So I at the calf, you guys were saying and I was at the game. I didn't know. Did Raftery actually comment on the ass crack?
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
Yep, that apparently happened. Yep, we're through the looking glass now. That's the thing that's happened.
That's fucking awesome. Like,
Is it?
No, it is. No, it is because it's awesome because listen. As embarrassing as that may be for him, listen, he's one of us, and for him to be acknowledged by the GOAT, come on. I don't care what the context is.
To be clear, I am kind of disappointed Bill Raftery hasn't wandered in the Vaughn yet. I have some expectations.
Wait,
that Bill Raftery hasn't come in yet.
Did Raftery say a little lingerie on the deck?
No, I haven't. Penfield, Brian, I haven't watched the video yet. I will be watching it like the Zapruder film, but far more important. I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, that's the thing that happened. So the door to Vaughn's is behind me. I'm balancing people thinking, why is this idiot sitting in the middle of Pratt Street yelling, versus the fact that I'm looking over my shoulder to make sure HotBalls doesn't come careening out into the beautiful outdoor patio that the fine folks at Vaughn's have set up. I can't say enough about Pratt Street. I know Hartford gets a bad rap, and I know what people think about it, especially I'm from West Hartford. God knows West Hartford people act like Hartford's like voodoo. But I can't say enough about what's going on here at Pratt Street and what they're trying to build. And please come out and support it if you can, especially before games. I see some other folks are in here. I want to bring in S. Rogers. I don't know if you have any thoughts. Go nuts. Maybe I'll bring in Kevin after that. All right, I'm gonna try. Good talk. I'm gonna try and bring. See if I can bring Kevin in first. Then I'll bring in. I see Ryan wants to talk, but look, I never want to take for granted a home win against Villanova because they've set the standard the last 5 years.
I'm Brian. I'm Penfield's brother, the lookalike.
Oh no!
Hell yeah!
Oh no!
I just arrived home to Madison. I just want to say I'm very proud of all the degenerate Husky fans out there. I'm very proud of all the people in this spaces.
Hell yeah!
Yes, and I too agree about Pratt Street, what Jared just said, or whoever just said that. I mean, what other street in America can you go into a liquor store and just buy alcohol and then drink it on the street? And not very many places allow that to happen. It's fantastic.
So that's a great breakdown, Ryan. So for folks, Ryan, I'm sorry. I totally mangled.
I was just about to point out that they also sound the same.
Yeah.
It's like
they do. They sound the same. They look the same. One of them is crazier than the other. So the rebuilt Pratt Street.
I'm 7 inches taller than Penfield. I look like Penfield, but I'm a little bit taller and I have less of a beard.
I love it.
So they're part of the reconstruction of Pratt Street.
Too. I'll give you that.
Oh, Penfield, we don't need to judge hair. We don't need to go there. Okay. Some of us don't need
It's okay.
to go
You're still holding on a little bit.
It's so bad. I need to just shave the fucker. So they've rebuilt Pratt Street. Now, Capital Spirits has moved to the north side of Pratt Street, and is a wonderful option if you're at Vaughn's and can't get and there's a big line. Just go to Capital Spirits. They'll give you a tall boy. It's great. But all of Pratt Street from Stackpole, Moore, and Tryon all the way down to Serrata, it's really great, and if folks can support it. There's only 3 or 4 nights a year in which Hartford gets any sort of foot traffic against because of this basketball team. So if you can do it, please support local. Please support the folks at the CAP, the Key Bank, which did the awesome Emeka pregame thing tonight. Penfield, I don't know if you want to get into what sort of rule breaking you were conducting at the Emeka Okafor stand-up. A rapscallion breaking all sorts of rules with the Emeka Okafor meet and greet.
Yeah, we were apparently you're not allowed to have personal items signed, but we did. Kevin got his Emeka Okafor rookie card signed, and I got my Emeka Okafor basketball jersey signed. And he shook our hands.
It's part of my continuing belief Penfield, that no place has more Charlotte Bobcats merchandise than Hartford, Connecticut. I saw many in Emeka Bobcats jersey tonight. They can't all be winners. I know what to tell you.
Between Okafor and Kemba, that's probably accurate.
That's a
Don't
good
forget
point.
Jeremy Lamb.
Jeremy Lamb as well. Yeah, look, as
Did
a
Jeremy
Knicks
Lamb
fan,
play for the Bobcats, or they had switched back to the Hornets?
No, he was a
They were the
Hornet. He's a
Hornets.
Hornet all
they
night.
were the Hornets. No, between that and Book Night, like, we got to get these guys out of Charlotte. That's a different discussion.
Honestly, what a godforsaken franchise that is.
That's pretty bad.
I'm gonna sign off, guys. It sounds like a bar fight in there. Go Huskies! You guys do a great job. Go Huskies!
Sorry, yeah, there actually is a bar fight behind me, so I'm trying to step away from it.
What is
because I'll
HotBalls doing?
die. What isn't HotBalls doing?
Well,
anyway,
for
I wanna
one, I
bring
hope
some
he's
more
not
folks
starting
in.
fights.
Well, yeah, I'm outside, so I can't be subpoenaed. I'm going to bring Ryan in here. I can be subpoenaed, but I can't testify. Ryan, what's up, buddy? If you have anything, I also see Gerard is requested. PG Jackson, big fan of Andre as a point guard. I have a kind of established history on that. I know Ryan or Gerard, which one of you wants to go first? Go
Hey
ahead.
guys, thanks so much for doing this again. Another great win for the Huskies. I think sometimes they fall a little bit too in love with their 3-point shooting, as good as they are at it. But like I said, I can't turn down a win against Villanova, no matter what kind of year they're having. If you'll allow me a real quick UConn plug, real quick. We're talking about
Yeah, go nuts.
supporting businesses and such. I'm UConn alum 2014. I run a beer bar up in Harlem, up in Upper Manhattan, on Broadway between 148th and 149th, called Beer Run. We're trying to turn it into the uptown UConn hangout for watch parties, so not everybody has to go down to Legends who doesn't live down the Lower East Side or whatever it is. But if anybody wants to come check us out, we're on Instagram at Beer Run Harlem. We just did our first little watch party for the Villanova game tonight. If anybody wants to come start watching UConn stuff, we're really going to start trying to build an uptown UConn community for as many as I know are UConn alumni are in the city going forward. So thank you guys. That's all I wanted to say.
Nice. No, that's cool. No, you're welcome to the plug, man. That's a hard business to get into, and especially in New York City, I give you a lot of respect for it. Definitely hit up No Escalators on that. He's the classier gentleman. He's very familiar with the New York side. So hit up Beer Run in Harlem. I will definitely try and hit it up when I go to watch Carlos Rodon and the first place New York Yankees being the shit out of the pauper-ass Boston Red Sox next year. I will check that out. So that's awesome.
Hell yeah, go Yanks.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's something that I've always been amused by the fact that, like, UConn Twitter seems to have, like, the big people on UConn Twitter are Yankees fans. I'm always like, wait, this is weird. Like,
Yo, we're going to a Yanks game. Yo, Hurleymania, take First off, it sounds like someone's got the fire alarm going off. Hurleymania, come to opening day, bro.
Oh, we'll see. I mean, opening day, I'm the cheap asshole that goes to day 2 because it's like 90% cheaper.
So,
but
full transparency, I'll probably be at both games. So if you want to go to game 2, I'll be there. I'm a psycho. Like,
yeah, fair enough.
When I was in college, bro, I used to go to 25, 30 games a year. If it wasn't for COVID in 2020, I had a 20-game plan, and I was supposed to go on 3 road trips plus playoffs, and that derailed it. And then I got I have a full-time job in a house now, so I can't go to quite that many.
Well, we had a beautiful.
I get to 5 or 10, so if you're ever down, man, come through. Cheap.
Yeah, well, we had a beautiful moment pregame when you and HotBalls connected. We're basically trying to set up one of his young prospects with you.
Oh, no. We talked about this on Spaces probably a month ago. He gave me the scoop on that kid. I can't even add him yet in my pool on my Dynasty League, which is crazy. They let you add kids as soon as they're eligible to be a freshman in college. He's a senior in high school. So as soon as, or I think he's a junior, as soon as he graduates, I'll be adding him in my Dynasty League, and none of these guys have a freaking clue.
Yeah, well, UConn Space is about 2 things. It's about UConn basketball and obscure Western Massachusetts college baseball prospects who are 19 years old. So
he's not even 19, dude. He's like 16.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As I'm trying to stare through the window here at Vaughn's or outside Vaughn's. Folks, I'll be honest with you. I'm absolutely terrified with what I might encounter if I step through the door. First of all, MisterHotBalls has put the mask back on. It's 10:40. So I don't know. I'm going to attempt to come back inside here, and let's see what sort of. How you doing? Let's see what we encounter here.
Car bomb.
Well, I'm still doing the space. I'm still spacing. I'm still on space. I'm still on space. There are 150 beautiful UConn fans on Twitter. Unlike, so there's a very attractive woman who just came up to Hotballs and said, "It's you." And the man is married, but we'll see where this goes. Okay, good. She walked.
Oh my god, I think I hear Jared or someone in the background explaining Mr. Hotballs to a very drunk person.
No, please don't do that. She's getting a picture of Mr. Hotballs. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm moving away, so I'm not in the lawsuit. Okay. Do the Husky sign. By the way, folks, give a thumbs up. Did you know that there was a Husky hand signal? Did anybody know this? Give a thumbs up if you knew this. I didn't know this was a thing.
What was it? I can't hear you.
Is there a Husky's hand signal?
The thing that kind of looks like hook 'em horns, but with your fingers out?
Yeah, that thing. I didn't know that was a thing.
I think it started big time 2016-ish, something like that.
Tim, I always defer to you as the sober, honesty of our spaces. Oh God, a separate very. Yes, I am getting this. A separate college-age woman just came up to Mr. Hotballs and said, and I quote, "Dude, my boyfriend is obsessed with you."
God.
What is it? Oh God, he's taking pictures now. Oh God,
Mr. Hotballs is just walking around this bar saying, "Hi, I'm Mr. Hotballs."
Brian, he's not even walking. He's sitting in a booth. The man
they're all coming up to him and he's saying,
we're doing training middle fingers. This is beautiful. I'm definitely.
Oh my God.
He's being a gentleman. I want the record to show he's being an absolute gentleman about it. He's being an absolute gentleman. Being a gentleman about it. Don't wave at me. Oh God. So I'm curling up. See, the problem is he is between me and the Mecca basketball and my jacket. So there is a bit of a logistics issue here. Oh, good. They're good. The young lady's mentioning she's 22 years old. I'm gonna go kill myself. This is wonderful. This is great.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, I'm drunk.
Yes, you're drunk. I assure you I'm aware of that. Were people able to pick that up? Bill is laughing, so I can tell.
I'm dying, dude.
What were your thoughts on tonight's game? I love this. He's staring at his phone. We won. Yes, we did. I love that, Bill. I love that he's staring at his phone like to give him so fucking intelligence that he doesn't possess. This is me. Jared is the actual straight man, but I guess I'm the VP on that regard. Anybody else has any thoughts? Feel free to express.
Car bomb.
No, we're not doing car bomb.
No.
Oh boy, Hotballs is here.
The people would like you to do a car bomb. Unmute, you idiot. Oh wait, hold on. I thought you was sorry.
Let him in, you idiot.
I know. Hold on. All right, go. Sorry, go.
Do the people want me to do? Oh, I'm done. Everybody want me to do a car bomb? Let's go. Talking to the people. How's everybody doing? Everybody, welcome to Spaces. Hey,
Hotballs, I thought you were going sober tonight.
We're in Spaces. I'm good. I'm fine. I swear to God, I'm sober.
You're the least fine.
I'm the most sober guy in this whole thing, dude. You are. I just need to get someone to take care of you, and then we'll be all good to proceed later tonight.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He is a celebrity. I don't
Bing bong.
I guess Mr. Hotball celebrity. I don't question that. There's so many other things.
I got Bill. Where's Samson Johnson in this clip? I want to try Samson Johnson.
Samson Johnson, you're looking for
Yeah.
Well, my question is, where's Bill Raftery?
Where's Bill Raftery? Bill.
He's probably at Matt's.
Bill, where'd you go? You want to talk about my onion booty? We're going to have a conversation about onions.
Oh, God.
And vegetables. Everybody in the country took a fucking beeline away from the camera except me. My wife. She was like, whatever. You're so bored.
So this is the thing. I'm hoping this doesn't. I'm sorry if this is feedback. My fear is this is the thing that they've Benedict sits us down and plays this recording, and it's like, explain yourself.
Well, you'd be right to do that. I hear a lot of feedback. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys are like right next to each other, so
I'm
it's
sorry,
coming
yeah.
through both phones.
Let's just shot.
Tim,
Yeah.
Tim, it's not like I work in television. Come on.
Yeah, right.
I mean, help me out. This will be a good one. Sean Miller in the huddle here. I bet he's telling a lot of people where the bag is. So, Mr. Hotballs is currently watching the Sean Miller timeout on FS1. He's got really salient points. Just take my word for it. I got a request. I'm sorry. Austin, what's up, Austin? Please save me from this house. Go nuts.
Y'all are my Twitter goons. Let's go. Go Huskies.
Yo, Austin, what's up, buddy? Mr. Hotballs is kind of in a state. Go nuts.
Y'all are the heroes of the evening. Twitter goons. Let's go.
It's a term for it. I'll take it. Thank you. No, a lot of seriously, to be able to share this season with all of you, like, is really special. Like, it would have been fun if they were 7-4 or whatever, but like the fact that they're casually 14-0 is pretty crazy. And like, look, I don't know how Saturday's gonna go. Saturday's gonna be hard, but I talked about Hotballs pregame. I said, what if they win Saturday and Wednesday? Like, I don't even know what this is at that point. That's a lot to ask. So I'm excited that we have that possibility. That this is still an undefeated team in as tough a league as there is in the country. Having beaten one of the standard bearer of this league, who I have so much respect for. I was texting. I'll be honest. I melted down this afternoon with Chris at the full 40 in DMs. I said, okay, I know what this is. You're sandbagging me. You're sandbagging me. I'm sick of you being nice. Tell me what you believe. He goes. I don't think we can compete with you. I go, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Villanova's really good. And Villanova can build off of tonight. But UConn can as well. I want to. Oh, thank you. It's nice to get applause from a guy who is not a drunk man in a mask. So, trying to pull up KenPom right now. We're trying to provide some sort of salient content to you very fine, very nice people. Who, God bless all of you who are still listening to whatever the hell this is. I think Hotballs is speaking in Spanish. That's my big update. He just, no, I thought you were speaking in Spanish. Oh, he's talking about Providence. Of course I confused those two things. Sure. So I'm now pulling up the KenPom box score. Caleb Daniels was the only Providence player over 100 in offensive rating. That's 100.
Villanova player.
Yes. Thank you, Tim.
You've got Providence on your mind way too hard right now.
I know. Tim, do you want to discuss Jordan Hawkins shooting 11 threes tonight? Holy fuck.
That's
okay.
How many did he make?
4. I'm going to try and provide context to the fine folks because I'm pretty sure when I tell Hotballs that he's going to keel over. So let's see how this goes.
They're not going to be good for a long time.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
What are the people want to know what your thoughts are on Jordan Hawkins shot 11 threes. Just grab my phone. Go with this.
Alex Reese. How many did he hit?
Go up my ear. He had 4. I hope this is being consistent. You like to? I like that he's picking up my phone. I have earbuds in because I'm a professional. Yeah, he was 4 for 11 from 3. Darn. Okay, the official stance is darn. Thank you. I have nothing I can do off of that. I have
The
nothing
people
I
have
can do
spoken.
What do people want him to do? Go fucking 7 for 11? I like that.
He was 2 for 3 on 2. So yeah, you're right. Okay. So,
What else do we want him to do?
yeah, hot balls actually makes a good point. What else is Jordan supposed to do? He shot me 2
Yeah.
12 and 3. It's a lot, but I don't know. Does anybody else have any thoughts? Please save me from this. Don't grab my phone. Okay.
He rushed a couple of those threes early on, from what I saw.
He did rush a couple early. He was anxious. I told hot balls this. You have to remember, they're 18 to 21-year-old boys.
Yep.
If you remember that, it makes it all make more sense. And his response was that I quote, "I hate you, but you're right." So I was like, I have a point.
What does it say about your friends that at least 2, maybe 4 of us say that to you every single day?
It says I never learn. I don't show any sort of personal growth. When did we meet? He's asking me like these philosophical questions. Yeah, it was a Creighton game last year. It was always horrific. It was horrific. It was a 55-50. Sorry. He's asking me deep questions. Yeah, hot balls and I first interaction with UConn Creighton. So it's been all uphill from here. I want to shout out the women's team, by the way. People should out of Creighton. Megan is here. Megan, you're way more intelligent on the women's team. If you want to request, feel free. I will defer to Megan and Abby on that regard.
While we're doing shout outs, who's going to the hockey games, UConn, UMass, Toscano Arena, coming up in about 1 month?
I'll be there. I'll be at both legs of it. I'll be at the game at UMass. Of all the people, Mr. Hotballs actually got me tickets to the game at UMass, which isn't hard to get. But I'll be at both legs. I will not be at LIU tomorrow night. I'm not to let all of you down, but I will not actually be at the Islanders practice facility at UConn's playing at tomorrow. I had to draw the line somewhere around the holidays in my family, and I figured UConn at LIU was it.
Reasonable.
I will be there. Megan will be there. Tim, I hope, will be there at Toscano.
Yeah, what's it like to be able to know that you're going to a men's game there?
Privilege. Thank you very much for the beer. Thank you. Bill, guy came up to me about the beer. Tim, it's pretty special and enraging at the same time. If I'm honest. No,
Is Dave still in here? Oh, Dave's not in here. Dave made me feel really shitty about my very fair criticism that echoes your fair criticism about the size of the arena. When
I'd like to see 3,000. I don't think I'm unfair.
No, it's completely fair. What did I say the other? I said something along. There was a picture of I always butcher his name, Ruslan Ishkakov. I always forget how to say it.
Yeah, Ruslan was at the game.
Yeah, he was there the other day, and I was like, "Oh, confirmed. You can fit at least 2 people comfortably in this arena." And he caught wind of it, and he quoted it and goes, "Maybe 3." And I just completely fell over and died because
you did. I know it was a good line by Dave.
It was very well played.
Sidebar at Vaughn.
It's true.
Sidebar at Vaughn. I just turned right, and Mr. Hotballs wasn't there. And I asked the people with us where he went, and the quote was, "I don't know." So we'll see where this goes.
That's fine.
By the way, Xavier's up 6 now with a minute to go. Like, are they just fucking around and finding out with St. John's here? Are we getting Twitter Space live commentary? Is this happening right now?
I'm here for it because I'm pretty sure St. John's just butchered like 3 chances to cut the lead to 3.
Well, it's even better because we have Sean Miller and Mike Anderson mic'd up. I bet there's a lot of real high-end coaching going on that microphone.
I can't wait for Frank in general to go back and watch this game because he's like 10 rows behind Sean Miller right now.
All
and
right,
he's
so
miserable knowing that everyone's basically saying Mike Anderson's doing no coaching.
oh, you have to be kidding me. Xavier did not just do the turnover I saw. St. John's puts on the most half-assed full-court press I've ever seen. One of the St. John's guy backpedals like he's been shoved off by Andre Jackson and somehow gets the call. Okay, I guess we're doing this.
And wait until you see how they waste it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, is that Carvalho? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's take a step back three. Oh, yeah. That's a smart decision. God almighty.
The guy who really can't shoot just pulls up with like 40 seconds left. That's the play.
Well, Tim, I'll say this. He's Andre Carvalho. Like, if
Yeah.
you're ever surprised by that, that's on you. Like,
Well, yeah, and that's why you definitely you missed it earlier. He had an incredible 7.5 minutes left in the first half. He was outside the 3-point line, just takes on 2 defenders himself, goes around the back, and then just goes for the reverse layup. It was one of the best plays I've seen all year. And I was
I've been
like,
joined by the big man. Sorry, the big man has joined me again. Xavier, I don't have a better way to put this. Xavier is fucking around and threatening to find out right here. Fuck them, it's his response. Fair. I love that we have Mike Anderson here. I'm sure Mike Anderson's giving some high-end coaching that Franklin
Care about
really.
Mike Anderson.
Well, we're watching. I'm doing kind of a live watch to see if Xavier can fuck this up. I don't think they can. With 40 seconds to go, Mr. HotBalls is rubbing his face. I don't know what's happening. What the fuck kind of free throw was that, Tim? Jesus Christ! All right, so it's they all count. Hey, Xavier by 8. I mean, this thing's.
I'm ahead of you a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, then St. John's at 3. Okay. Sure. Why not? Why not? All right.
Are they gonna pull a Mavs?
Tim, come on, man.
I know.
All right,
I know.
then. God
What's going to
almighty.
happen is Xavier's going to go down. They're going to completely butcher this next possession. They're going to turn the ball over, and then Carvalho's going to fuck it up on the other end. That's how it goes.
Yeah, so the discussion here from our fine group, a motley crew of 5 now at Vaughn, is that minus the Nova fan who bought us beer, so I got to be careful. Tim, your thoughts on UConn? Okay, Tim, I want to ask you a question. If UConn has 4 games in MSG next year, Tim, will you be able to make one of them?
I hate you so much. I will be there.
So to tell the people here, Tim's a little upset with me for that statement. Okay. How many of the 4 next year will you be at?
Whew.
You only have 3. I have 3. How many of the 4 next year? You'll try. That's a fucking shitty answer.
3 if Nova's on, or if St. John's on a weekday, I'll be there for 4.
If St. John's is a weekday, you'll be there?
I work in
what,
the city.
Saturday's
I work
hard?
in the city. No, Saturday's fucking hard. I'd rather go in there and go hard for 5 days.
All right, you're first of all,
flight from Norfolk, Virginia today.
Wow, you're up here from Norfolk,
Jesus
Virginia.
Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I'll go back tomorrow.
You're going back?
Yeah.
I hope you didn't fly Southwest first of all. Okay. First of all, we're all about current events on Facebook. You flew from Norfolk. Jesus Christ. God bless. HotBalls is going to die at the Elite 8, so he won't be at any of them.
Bold claim that HotBalls is going to survive tonight.
Is that you? That's you in the student section. HotBalls is just shoving his phone in my face like I'm going to break any of this down with any sort of analysis. I have no idea what Xavier's running. Xavier's got it under the basket. Nothing's occurred. With 13 seconds to that. I don't fucking know. Mike Anderson's roaming the sidelines like he just wants a dollar dog in Jamaica. I don't even know what's happening. Coming up next, HotBalls. Air Force at San Diego State. Your thoughts? Oh, he's so excited. Air Force is terrible. Why
San Diego State by 11.
San Diego State by 11. Tim, have you got a line on that?
So, like, my wife's parents have a big house.
Yuli, I'm going to bring Yuli in because I know this is a complete fucking mess. Yuli, your thoughts. Go ahead.
I need to get some fast food and chat.
Nah, St. John's going to hit a 3 so they can cover the spread. That's exactly what's going to happen.
First one
You're going to
rimmed
be
out.
really disappointed.
The second dude tried to. Did he just get the 3-shot foul, or did he get called for it? No, they called nothing. Yuli, you gave it a good go. That's terrible.
What?
This is such a misleading. Xavier won this game by 5, but really won by 25. So, all right. So Xavier 84, St. John 79. It's a showdown on Saturday that I think we all saw coming. Okay, I'm getting asked again. I get it a lot. It's a fair question. What's the? I mean, Saturday is like a blinking red light.
Either Saturday or the following Wednesday.
If they win Saturday, Wednesday becomes more terrifying. No. They're not number one because Purdue's not going to lose. They're not going to do it.
Wait, Saturday is Purdue again.
The voters are not going to move Purdue down just because we beat Nova and Xavier.
They're not. You're right, Tim. They're not going to drop Purdue. They're not going to do it.
It's a different discussion. Should they and will they?
Right. By the way, I just realized Jordan Hawkins scored 22 tonight. Did that happen? Jordan Hawkins had 22 points tonight. Did you know this?
And he had like 6 in the second half.
All right, HotBalls muted. So yeah, it's
LSU's about to beat Arkansas.
LSU's. Oh, you want to speak? No, what's the worst that could happen? Go ahead, jackass. There you go. You have to unmute. I don't know.
Let's go clubbing, guys. What's up, minions? How are we doing tonight?
Hi, buddy.
I feel great.
Tim says hi.
Well, hello, Tim.
Tim, you say LSU's about to beat Arkansas?
Someone did, so I turned it on because I was just watching New Mexico pump Colorado State.
God damn
it is.
Disagree with those. I got to find a McDonald's with like 5 quarter pounders with cheese. I'm very hungry.
LSU is up 1 with 46 seconds left.
Sir, I appreciate it. I am not doing a car bomb. I appreciate
That's a good choice.
That's Tim. Is HotBalls doing a car bomb?
Probably not.
I've done a car bomb. I've done a car bomb once in my life at the behest of a UConn men's soccer player, and I don't remember anything after smelling it.
Of course,
Trying to live.
Behest of some fucking. Okay, he's fucking lost, so I don't know. Why are we offering HotBalls a car bomb? Why isn't it just here? Give him the car bomb or don't. Sorry, I'm laying down the law.
HotBalls doing a car bomb is the Spaces content we all demand.
Oh, if we're getting 5 car bombs. Oh, we're getting 5 car bombs. Okay, that's a good decision. I'm going to totally grab one of these scooters in Hartford and pass out on Albany Avenue. That's how I die.
Pee-pee poo-poo kakataki.
Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you. That's beautiful. I am removing him from speakers because I think that's the safe position. Xavier 84, St. John's 89. Let me attempt to pull up the scoreboard across college basketball tonight. As my phone is at 22%. As my wife is saying, I hope you have fun, which is just a terrifying. I don't deserve that. Of course, I loaded the entire Division I scoreboard like a goddamn team. All right, so Tennessee escaped Ole Miss 60-59. New Mexico's pumping Colorado State by 19. The game standard. That's not great. Alabama pulled away from Mississippi State. And Mississippi State team I don't fully buy, but gave Alabama a fight for about 30 minutes. So I respect it. Gonzaga played a scrimmage. Let's see.
They play like Eastern Oregon or something, right?
Eastern Oregon. Florida gave Auburn all they could handle, but Auburn won 61-58.
That's okay, though.
Baylor played a scrimmage. Houston played a scrimmage in league play. Jesus Christ. Vermont Miami was canceled. So we really did no upsets in the top 25 tonight. Not a lot to learn from it. Looking ahead tomorrow, I mean, Purdue's going to be FAMU by about 75, so I'm not really worried about it. We got UNC at Pitt Friday, Miami Notre Dame. Miami Notre Dame's kind of a good game. As much as the ACC's dog shit, Miami Notre Dame's kind of a sleeper there. Western Michigan at Wisconsin is nothing. UCLA at Washington State's even less. So it all comes. So it's all this Saturday now, and that's going to be a wild crowd. I hope folks have their expectations in check. If UConn wins that game by 1 point in 5 overtimes, it's a great win. I am absolutely ignoring whatever the line is on that game. I haven't seen it. We won't see it till Friday. If you bet that game, you're a sicko. You're a complete fucking psychopath.
LSU up 3.
Like, that game's at man. I'm sorry. Is that even a big deal for you? Oh, I'm pulling up the SEC. Pulling up the SEC's questions. Hotballs is somehow getting deep fucking questions at 11:07, 17-6 for the win. Wow. All right. LSU is up 1 on Arkansas with a minute to go. Not great. Not great. If you put that car bomb in front of me, I'm going to die. Please don't put that. No. God damn it, this is being recorded. Don't throw the Danielle ball at me. Fuck, he's got the Emeka ball back. I needed a new course of action.
I can barely hear you right now.
What if I throw the Danielle ball off of Hotballs' head? Okay, wait, he's not looking.
I think it ups the value of it.
I think I just pulled it off. I don't do anything important. I do less than nothing important. Okay, this is good. Postgame, we got Sean Miller's postgame.
We're so excited and prepared for UConn.
We're so ready for UConn. Wait, this is the funny one. I need my eyes at the St. John's fans who really excited.
Guys, we blew it.
I bet Mike Anderson's postgame talk to St. John's is really a deep thought. Oh, I can't do a car bomb. Oh, I'm doing a
Don't do a car bomb.
Do a car bomb.
All right. I think this is a good way to end. Folks, big win for UConn. Until next time.
Don't
Stay in touch
die.
with yourselves and each other. Take care.